You're going to mess me up. See, that's going to mess me up now.
How?
Because now I don't know which clap I need to match up with and all this other stuff.
What do you mean? You match up with your clap. I'm giving you applause, and you're turning it down.
You know what? Let's do a video of Chris trying to edit the video.
You already said that.
Well, that would really be fun for people to watch, I'm sure.
Terrible potting.
You always hear me in the studio. I'm like, gosh dang it. Like, why won't this thing line up? You guys just go on your merry way. You have no idea the strife I'm feeling.
I always take that as you just not knowing what you're doing. I didn't even think about you like you were in distress.
Funny, I thought the same thing.
It's like,
After all of this time, he still doesn't know what he's doing.
I am a definite curse yourself out loud type of guy when things are going wrong.
Hey, you know, honestly, I wish that you could have the thought bubble up when he's working the board from both of us.
Bubble would be funny.
Because sometimes it's like when you like push a button and it's not working, and you're looking at it and you're like, boop. Like it's almost like I wonder if I push this button, will it work?
Me?
Yes.
And then the other thought bubble over here after he's swearing at the board would be, and these assholes in studio are giving me a hard time. He'd have that bubble over here as well.
There would be like a go to break bubble.
Be a lot of
It would
bubbles.
be like, what in the world is happening, bubble?
A lot of bubbles.
A lot of bubbles.
All right, welcome to Overtime today. Can you tell we don't have a main topic to discuss, but we do have a lot of fun stuff.
Our first overtime potpourri.
I think it'll be a little potpourri. I thought with golf in town, I thought a funny golf story today.
Okay.
So I'll do my best not to mess it up. And the question is, what would you do if you were in the club championship and you were tied after 17 with your playing partner? You guys are tied. 18th hole, you tee off first. Beautiful drive, 250 or so, right down the middle. You're in the fairway.
Sounds about right.
His turn. He drives it, slices right, goes into the wooded area off to the right. You go help him.
Familiar with that, Chris.
Right, we're all familiar with this situation. More familiar with the second guy than the first guy.
Right.
Yes.
But in this case, you're the first guy. You go over and you help the guy find his ball. You guys are walking around. You're looking. Finally, after a while, he goes, "Hey, you just go hit yours. I'm gonna keep looking for mine a couple minutes. If I don't find it, I'll just take a penalty."
Well, technically, there's a time limit.
All right. Well, there's not in this particular story.
Technically, there's a time.
Yeah,
You
I
go
think it's
back
like 5
out to the
minutes.
fairway. You go back out to the fairway. You hit your approach shot. It's a beauty. It lands about 10, 15 feet away.
Who is this golfer? I want to be like him.
You're
He's
feeling
amazing.
like the club championship is yours. All of a sudden, you hear this whack coming from out of the woods, and the ball comes sailing out, and it lands on the green 2 feet away. And the guy you're playing with says, "Man, was I lucky. I found my ball and had a clean shot right to the green."
Sounds like he dropped his ball with a clean
Here's
shot
the
to the
question
green.
you have to ask yourself, Scraby. Do you show him the ball you picked up in the woods and call him out for being a liar and tell on yourself for cheating?
Wait.
So
Wait,
the guy
he
found the
picked-
ball and picked it up?
I love this story because it takes a minute to figure it
So
out.
the guy found the ball and picked it up, and then all of a sudden they said
No, you picked up his ball so that he couldn't find it.
oh.
Then he obviously dropped the ball,
And
hit it up there. So you know he's lying
No,
because you
that's-
have his ball.
That's entrapment. That's entrapment.
You have
can't
his
do that.
ball, so
No.
you know he's lying,
That's
but
messed
you
up.
can't tell on yourself, right?
That's messed up.
Yeah,
It's
That's
totally
I
messed
think-
up, but that's the fun part of the story.
I think the
Where are we going with this? How are we resolving all this?
The initial man started the chain reaction
Right,
of
yes,
cheating.
yes.
He cheated and
So
picked
I
up
think
the
you
guy's
gotta
ball.
wear it at this
You
point.
now have to
You
wear
gotta
it,
wear
right?
it,
The guy's
yeah.
2 feet away.
The two cheaters cancel each other out. So
and you give
just
the club
gotta go.
championship
Yeah.
to third place.
No, you guys just never tell each
Yeah,
other.
knock your 15-footer down. Y'all both have
You better
lied.
make that,
Yeah.
right?
You know what I
Because
would
he's
do?
making his.
So am I friends with this person, or are they just some random person?
Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't really implied
I would
in the
bring
story.
it up
I think
at
you
some
can
point.
kinda,
I would. I'd be like, "That's funny. You found your ball because here is your ball."
Yeah, that's
Type
funny
of
you
thing.
found your ball, but you can't
Yeah, but
tell
you
on
can-
him
you-
because
what-
you're
what
telling on
moral
yourself.
high ground do you have to
You
stand
don't.
on
Don't
No,
that?
have
that's
point?
why-
any moral high ground
That's
at
why
all.
you wait until everything's over, and then you just kind of joke with him about
Yeah,
it, and you're
no.
like, "Hey, I caught you cheating, bro. Like,
I
I know
got
what's
you
up."
cheating. You got my ball.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is messed up. I've never heard it that way.
I love that
I've
story.
never heard it that way.
It's a very good story.
It's always like, oh, the guy can't find his ball and then he drops the ball.
Of course, yeah. That's
I've
what
never heard of someone stealing someone's
That's
ball.
part of the allure of that story is that what you are expecting is exactly what does not happen.
Right.
The guy does drop a ball and cheat, but you cheated first.
You know,
And you have the proof, but you can't use the proof.
I have a situation like this in my golf career. So when I first started golfing, maybe like I was 12 years old, I was going with my uncles, and it was a big deal because I wanted to beat my uncles at golf.
Okay.
And I kept losing golf balls, and I kept finding golf balls. And my uncles were just letting me do it, just letting me go. And then one of the holes, when I clearly lost my ball, and then I found it.
Right.
They all were like, called me out for it, and they're like, "You're a cheater," and it stuck with me forever. I was 12 years old. It formed my golf brain.
I can see. How old were your uncles at this point?
And they're probably late 30s, early 40s.
I can see some 30-years shaming this 12-year-old.
Oh, they shamed me. They shamed me so bad. They went and told my parents. They went and told my grandpa, and when my grandpa found out,
his grandson's a cheater.
it was a letdown.
It's a
of
good
all
lesson
letdowns.
for you.
I've never done it again.
Well, I still will cheat at golf.
I'm not
but
going to do that.
Well, I'll
Who
still cheat
wouldn't?
at
Who
golf.
doesn't? I'm sorry. I think everybody cheats at golf, except for the pros who absolutely can't.
Well, unless you're
and
Patrick
people,
Reed.
and some people that are really honest about keeping their handicap right. But if you haven't improved your lie, if you haven't,
That I
you
don't
know what
count
I'm
as
saying?
cheating.
All right, I
count
don't
that as
either. But you
cheating.
know what I'm saying? There's little things you do.
Because we don't play on golf courses that have like nice grass. We
True.
play on golf courses that have like tufts of grass that
True,
just stick
you,
out of the
you
fairway.
hit an approach shot 1 foot from the green, but maybe 5 feet from the green.
there's like a
you can't
jungle in
putt
front of it.
because it's a yeah, things like that. So
That's why I don't
understand.
count that as
Right.
cheating.
So people, but we
Same with sand traps.
Let's say we fudge a little bit. I've been known on an early morning. And I think this is a good tip for anybody out there on a very early morning when they've already watered the course or something or the dew and it's so the sand trap when you landed it on the first hole is like concrete.
Yes.
You can't get your club under it.
Yeah.
So I have before picked up my ball, raked the sand to kind of loosen it up a little, and then put my ball back.
You went
I think that's kind
above
of
and
fair,
beyond.
but
You went above and beyond. I would have
cheating.
I would have just said, "Hey, take your ball back and put it behind the trap,
Really?
or
You
put
would?
it to the left of the trap." Like,
Interesting.
don't deal with because bunkers. To have a good bunker shot, you need a good bunker, and a
think
lot of
that's
those
true.
bunkers are not good. Those sand traps are like clay; they're not actually sand.
Playing on baseball
But,
dirt.
Yeah, when you go to a nice golf course and you hit a nice sand traps and
You
you hit
actually
a
don't
nice
mind
shot,
as
you're
much.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I can actually do this."
Yeah, you don't mind as
But
much.
a lot of golf courses have.
But I think you
very
learned a
bad
lesson
sand
from
traps.
your uncles, the same one I learned. I know I've told you guys the story when we voted for MVP on my high school baseball team, and I voted for myself. And then the coaches said that they marked the ballots.
Voted for himself.
Remember this? I told you this.
Yes.
And then at the ceremony, they said, "Well, we marked the ballots, so we know who voted for who." And I've never done anything like that again. I mean, that stuck with me forever. I'm like, I can't take that risk.
You're not the only kid in the world to vote for themselves.
I didn't say. I honestly thought I should have won too. I didn't think I was being
Clearly.
Yeah, right. I didn't think I was being totally outlandish on it, but
Man,
we all learn lessons.
You're like some of our politicians trying to fix the vote, Chris.
I don't think that's fixing the vote. If
Voting for yourself
would be
and you're not
fixing-
allowed to?
They didn't say you weren't allowed to.
Okay, all
They
right.
didn't say. He says, "Who do you think should win?"
Then that you shouldn't have gotten in trouble for this.
I didn't get in trouble. I only got in trouble with myself.
Yeah,
I'm the
he
only.
was convicted of.
To this day, I'm the only one apparently
gotcha.
who knows that, other
Okay.
than the coaches who rigged the ballots. They didn't go up there.
Rigged.
They didn't go up there and announce. By the way, Chris Ella voted for himself. They didn't.
have been wild.
That would have been bad. But when I was sitting there, I probably turned white as a ghost when they
Like, oh,
said we
gosh.
marked the ballots.
Do you remember who won over you?
Of course, shortstop Vonzie Paysinger.
Fonzie Pacey.
And let me tell you something. Vonzie was a hell of a player.
Vonzie?
Vonzie, Vonzie.
I've never heard of that name.
The Paysinger name, if you're ever around, not that anyone listening here is from Beverly Hills, but all his brothers were legends throughout, the baseball Beverly Hills world, and he was next in line. So, and I believe his brother ended up being the coach of the high school team down the road. But yeah, Vonzie, great guy, great player, probably the best hitter we had. but I thought I was a little better. He ended up winning MVP. I was best pitcher, so it worked out fine.
Well, you got the Cy Young.
Yes, I got
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
I got something.
You're good. You're good.
But the point is we all learn little lessons, and sometimes they stick.
Yeah.
And it's worth it to learn a lesson. Do you think I can ask Scraby and me? I know not Tony. I was in jail one night because I didn't pay parking tickets. You were.
I was in jail for another reason.
Okay, well, I don't want to get into it.
Alcohol-related reasons.
Tony, I don't know
I
that.
can't
Hopefully, you
participate
never
in this
made
one.
this.
No, I
But
did.
my point to that was, that's all it took to scare me straight.
Me too.
Like, I was never going to even fudge or take a chance on anything because I never wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Would you be behind not a society that said you had to go spend one night in jail, but a situation where we didn't mind it if our youngsters
like a scared straight.
Yeah,
Scared
that's,
straight
they do
thing.
that. They do that.
Are
And
there some societies where they actually put you in jail?
No, there's some TV shows, but
I know there's TV shows.
But counties do this for the troubled kids that go to like juvie, and they have to go do something like an overnight trip. It works for some, and
then it doesn't work for others.
emboldens
That's the whole point. Yeah, right. It's like,
others go in there and see this as, this is cool. I like this.
or
There's-
I can handle
Yeah,
this, so
yeah.
what's the risk?
Yeah, and others are like, okay, I never want to come back here again.
Oh, God, I was never going to go. I don't even like to. It was down here in San Diego at the jail.
Me too.
Okay. I don't even like to drive on C Street to this day where they have the little downhill entrance into the jail. Because I remember being in that cop car being taken down that. And I'm like, I don't want my car to accidentally swerve and get in there.
They might remember me and put me back.
Right.
I don't know if I've ever
don't
told
go
this
even
story,
on
but the
there.
night I got arrested, did I ever tell you about the guy who tried to get out of his cuffs around me?
No,
So okay, so
I don't
they
recall.
zip tied us, and we got put in this like little like trailer, and I was sitting in this cell with him in a trailer, and he was like, "I'm gonna get out of these cuffs. I'm gonna rush these cops," and I'm thinking, "Please don't! Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? I'm gonna get shot in here. I'm gonna die." He's like messing with his arms. He's all bloody, and he finally gets a hand out, and he goes, "Bro, I got my hand out." You
He's
know?
telling you this.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So now you're an accomplice.
Well, no. You know what I did? I immediately, when they got me up to go and get processed,
Told them?
I was like, that dude's got his
Good
hand
for
out.
you. You had to. You had to protect yourself.
Because I thought if I said that to them in my drunken mind, they might
would
just
let
let
you
me
go?
go. But they didn't let me go.
That was
so
not enough to
here's
get
the
you out of it.
actual really crazy part of the story. So like a year and a half later, I have to do classes, and I think people know what I'm talking about. And there's this guy who walks in, and he looks really familiar. And he starts telling a story about how he was getting arrested.
Got his hand free.
And he got his hand free, and some jerk told on him, and it hit me.
and he said,
real.
That is real.
Andy, wait, you forgot the part of, I'd really like to see that jerk again
No,
someday.
he goes,
Pound his face.
Pound
in.
his face in.
he goes, thinking back on it, I probably shouldn't have taken my hand out of the zip tie, but I just spent the last year in jail because of that guy. And I was like, don't look at me. And he never recognized it. But I
Wait,
knew he was talking about me.
ended up getting
Wait, that's
a
a true
year in
story?
jail for
Yeah,
doing
that is a 100% true story. True story. Yes.
That's crazy.
So you
Be-
said
well,
that-
it's not
almost-
crazy
you
though
almost
because
got-
we're in there for the same thing, so we all have to go to the same place.
Oh yeah, well, you lucky he didn't pound your face.
Well,
buddy.
I'm really happy he didn't recognize me when
well, it
he
was a
looked
year
at me.
later, thankfully, because he was in jail for a year because
I
of you.
think he had priors, and that's why he went to jail
Yeah,
for.
you should-
Nah,
keep
I
telling
don't
yourself.
know. I think you sent him
pointed
away.
him out. Hey, that guy's got cuffs on.
I wonder if he
I'm not
recognizes.
happy.
I
Well-
wonder if he's ever heard the radio and recognizes your voice.
That's why we're not doing it on the radio. That's why we're not doing it on
he
the
may
radio.
come
Chris.
down here.
Oh yeah, I did that in San Francisco. That happened in San Francisco.
Okay,
so.
fair enough. All right, did we even have any sports to talk about at all today, or are we just going to
Well, the
go
Farmers
with
Insurance
that?
Open is underway. I haven't seen Brooks Koepka's name at the top of the board.
Well, don't
so-
give scores because people aren't going to watch this till much later in the day. So I know my wife's out there. I wish it's enjoyable to be out on the first day, and I'm just getting a little concerned about all the talk that this could be the last one. I don't like that.
Yeah, I really think that is us worrying.
Yeah, that's premature for sure. I think for now.
But if the PGA Tour does switch it up and not go to San Diego, that is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
It would seem like a huge mistake.
We have Titleist. I'm pretty sure we have Titleist. We have Callaway. We have all the golf the brands up in Carlsbad. Doesn't make any sense. You know why guys like playing here is because they get access to the actual
and they get to
like-
go see their people.
Yeah. So anyway, that would be really sad.
for sure.
All right, we gonna.
think
Is there
that's
anything
it.
else to do?
I think we
got
tapped out.
We talked about everything else on the show today because we needed every minute to cover the
Yes.
show. So everybody have fun, be nice to each other, and if you're taught a lesson, learn it.
Learn it.